Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's your man One Skill coming back to your ears with the best tips and tricks to improve your PowerPoint game. So ladies and gentlemen, what kind of special video is going to be this time? So I have noticed that you really enjoyed my video Best Line Design in the World Challenge, where I tried to recreate one of the most popular PowerPoint presentation slides in the world currently, and I think we did a really good job. So it's called Best Line Design in the World Challenge. You can check it out. So it's half an hour, but as people are writing in the comments, it was really worth to check it out, okay? That's beautiful. So what I thought we could do today, we can actually do a new challenge. Let's actually look what is one of the most popular PowerPoint templates currently in 2017. So actually in the first place is the same PowerPoint template that I did last time, and I was checking through the templates and I really was stuck with this template. It's called Versus Minimal PowerPoint Template. And I think it has really beautiful and nice minimalistic design. And I thought, let's make a new challenge and let's try to create a couple of slides from this template. So yeah, this template is full of really beautiful photos, and if you will want to download this complete template, I will of course put a download link in the video description below. But if you want to learn how to create yourself a couple of these slides, so this is what this video is going to be all about. So now we have to choose which slides we would like to try to recreate, okay? As identical as possible as the last time. So I think for the warm-up, we can try to recreate this first slide, so it doesn't look very complicated. A few text boxes, a circular photo. So let's just copy this slide. And let's, okay. Yeah, so this is our PowerPoint, so let me close it so that I can start absolutely from the beginning. Blank presentation, choose layout blank, okay, and let's copy this first slide to our PowerPoint. So now it's just a picture, okay. Let's add a few more blank slides. Okay, now let's see what kind of other slides we could try to do. Let's click on arrow. As you can see, we have 200 slides, so that's quite a lot of slides. We will not do 200 slides, but let's see. Let's not cheat, but let's do it, okay? Okay. Yes, I think this one looks really beautiful. So there's 4 photos at the top, 4 photos at the bottom, and some text in the middle. So let's copy this slide as well. Let's paste it to our presentation. Okay, and let's... Oh, what did I do? Let me get back. Okay, and one more slide. So as you can see, this one is really beautiful as well. It has some icons. Some people told me that EPS format does not work, because in my past videos I suggested using EPS format for your PowerPoint icons. And yes, EPS does not work correctly anymore because with the newest update or something. So try using SVG format. I think it works well. And for the last, this one looks beautiful. Actually, let's do this one as well. So let me copy it. So as you can see, this tutorial is going to be a long tutorial, so get ready, play your favorite music in the background. And as always, you can follow all of the keyboard stuff I'm typing in, so just look at the top left corner of the slide. Okay, so we have 3 slides, the first one, second one, third one, and I think, yeah, why not? Let's do a one more slide. Okie dokie. This one looks nice, like all 3 photos touching each other. Looks nice. Well, let's try to do this photo, and we will, at the same time, we'll try to insert these icons, and I will show you how SVG format works if EPS does not work for you. And I think it will be enough. I think it will take us half an hour or something to do everything, but if you have some time, so yeah, just relax and watch it. You might learn a thing or two. Okay, so we have four slides, okay? So the first thing that, what I usually do when I look at a challenge like this, first of all, I want to use the same text font that is in the original presentation. So as you can see, this font is really beautiful. And lucky for us, the creator of this PowerPoint template, so the creator is Louis 12 Design, they provide a font that was used in their presentation. So it's called Montserrat font, which you can find on fontsquirrel.com. So here is it. If you don't have it on your computer, just hit download it, install it, and you will have this font. And that's the only font we will need to recreate these slides. Okay, so I can close it. And yes, we will use some photos, for example, for our team slide, this one. So I will be using some photos from graphicstock.com, amazing place to find lots of beautiful images, illustrations, vectors, and lots of other stuff. Okay, so now that we have Montserrat font, so let's dive into the action. So, okay, so let's start with the first slide. So let me just insert a blank new slide. If you have something looking on your slide like this, you know, like these funny looking dotted rectangles, don't worry, these are just placeholders. Sometimes they are useful, sometimes they are not useful. Usually I just select a blank layout so nothing gets in the way. And yeah, so let me start with trying to insert the same text box as we can see here, a few words from our CEO. So what we do, we go to insert, we choose, we click on text box, and we click anywhere on the slide, and let's set text color to red so that we can see what we do. Let's hit a caps lock. So we have capital letters, a few words. So as you can see, our text box does not, it's not the same as it's in the slide. So we have to apparently do some adjustments. So first of all, of course, let's set it to Montserrat because currently it's set to Calibri. So Montserrat, okay. And obviously we have to increase the font, so I think let's start with 30. 30 actually looks not bad, maybe 31, maybe 32. Okay, so let's say that the font size is okay, but now let's see, not let's see, but you can see it that there's a different spacing between the words. So yeah, you can adjust the spacing by going to this button, character spacing, and let's try different options. For example, loose. Okay, because now it's normal, now it's tight, and now it's loose. So as you can see, now it resembles much more better how it is actually in the original presentation. So yeah, it's almost identical. We can try very loose, so very loose is too much, and we can actually insert manually any value that we want. For example, we can try 4. Okay, let's see how it looks. Yes, 4 is too much. So what can we do? Maybe we can do something like 3.5. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think it will be a long tutorial. So yeah, 3.4. Okay, so 3.4, I think it looks good enough. And yes, now we can just hit enter and let's finish the rest of the text. So as you can see, it's not completely identical, but it's very, very near to the... Let me repeat what I just did. So I just selected this text box that we just did. I hit Ctrl X to cut it, and I pasted it into our new slide. So the text color is black. Actually, we can come back a few steps. We can actually paste the color from the original presentation if we want to really be precise. So yes, just select your text box, hit on text color, choose eyedropper. Let's choose this color. So now we can be sure that it's really the exact color. Okay. So this was the original presentation, and this is what we did. So a slight change, but almost identical. Okay, so how are we doing? So oops, we already are 10 minutes or 13 minutes in. Okay, so let's not stop. Okay, now the next thing we can do is, of course, we can copy this text box that we just did, and we can turn it red again so we can see what we do, and we can try to do this small text box at the top. It's called "You Can" right here. And of course we need to reduce the size, maybe to 10 or something. Let me increase, let me zoom in, maybe 8. So the font size is okay, and now we have to play with the spacing. So let's try different options. For example, loose. Loose is not enough, maybe very loose, and very loose looks like it is just what we need. So you can see "you can" and right almost is perfect, and here is a little bit off. Yes, we can adjust it manually. Maybe we can do it 5.9 maybe. And hooray! It is actually almost perfect. So again, we can cut it and paste it into our slide. And again, yes, I forgot to copy the color of the text, but I think it's completely black, so it's okay. So let's make it black. So let's see what we have. So this is the original slide, and this is what we just did. So yes, almost the same. Okay, now let's copy this text box that we just did. Let's get back to our original slide. Not our, but Versus, the Versus template. Now let's try to do this bottom text box. So first of all, let's type the text. Of course, we will not type the whole text, but just some of it. So a company is, and so as you can see, the spacing is too wide, so I think we will need a normal spacing or a loose spacing. And of course we need to, let's make it red so that we can see what we do. We need to increase the size, maybe to 10. And another thing, I think that we need to change the font to Montserrat Light. Okay, because it's thinner than the usual Montserrat. Okay, so I think spacing should be normal. And yes, I think we just on target. So let's just write a couple of words to fill more of the text. Individuals. And another, I guess the last character was a comma. And another thing that you notice is that it's important as well to look at the spacing not only between the words but the spacing between the lines, because as you can see, the second line does not match the second line on the original presentation. So let me just finish this sentence and I will show you how you can adjust the spacing between the lines. Okay, so to adjust the spacing between the lines, we go to paragraph and we can try playing with the line spacing options like here, like we can try 1.5 lines and see how it looks. So as you can see, it's too wide. Another option we can try, go to paragraph and play with some stuff with this after. So I think we can insert 5. Let's see what we have. And it's it's almost what we need. Okay, let's try 6. Okay. So it should be actually okay. I'm not sure why the letters are not matching. So this is size 10, this is size 10. Let's see what is the spacing. So this was normal spacing. Yeah, so it's it's not, well, you can see some words like legal are matching very well, and for example weather is not matching so well, but I think it's not the end of the world. You get the idea. So again, we can copy this text box and paste it over here. And you can see the color is like, looks like some kind of gray color. So of course, let me delete this one. So we can copy the color. So just select this red text box, hit on letter color. choose eyedropper, and let's just copy the color. Okay. So let's cut this text box, paste it over here, and let's check out what we have so far. Yes, so it's slightly different, but almost the same, okay? So just to fill some words, we can do some pasting right here, okay? Okay, so the next step, we see this line, so we can replicate this line really easily. Just go to Insert, go to Shapes, choose a line, hold down the Shift key so you can draw a straight line. Let's cut it, paste it over here. Let's go to Format, Shape Outline, and choose some gray color like this. Okay, let's see what we have. Okie dokie. Yes, we have this page number, so yeah, we can do it as well. So it's not that hard to do. It's actually just a circle. So let's insert a circle. So let's make sure it's more or less the same size. So yeah, something like this. So no outlines, shape fill black. Let's edit text. Let's hit 2. So obviously this is too big. I think we need to use, of course, Montserrat Light, and probably font more like 9, I guess. Oops. Yeah, I think it's good enough. So, let's cut it. Let's paste it over here. Okay. Okay, so the next step we can do is we can do something much more interesting. We can insert this circular photo. So first of all, yes, what I recommend to do is insert an oval and press down the Shift key so you get a perfect circle. Let's remove the outline. Let's set some transparency to the fill color. Okay. So let's increase a little bit our circle. Okay, something like this. So now let's just cut this circle. Let's go to Slide Master. So in the Slide Master view, you've got your Slide Master. You can change a font, background, anything you want, and it will apply to all of your slides. And currently we are using just this blank slide, so we can delete the rest of them so they're not getting in our way. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to duplicate this blank layout, paste our circle. Now I insert a picture placeholder just like that. Send it to back. Now I select picture placeholder, this blue circle. I go to merge shapes, I choose intersect, and this way we just created a circular image placeholder, okay? So now when we go to our slide, we can right click on it, go to layouts and choose this circular layout, okay? Now we can insert any picture that we want into this beautiful circular layout. So that's the magic. So click on it and let's choose any picture of a person, for example, this one. And you can click on the photo, click on crop, and you can increase the size of the photo. You can adjust the positioning of the photo And when you're happy, just click on crop again and you'll get your photo. Okay. Okay, so now let's finish up with the name and the title. So I think, yeah, we can copy this text box. So this is the original presentation. Let's make the text red so that we can see what we do. Let's try to do the name first. So let's reduce the size to, I guess, 15. Oops. Let me select it. 15. Okay, so I think the font size is okay, but the spacing between characters should be, I guess, normal. Maybe loose. Let's try normal once again, and let's try to set a manual spacing, for example 2. So almost perfect. Let's try to make 3. 3. So 3 is too much. So probably 2.5. Okay, we're getting there. So yeah, 2.4 maybe. Okay, let me just try one more last time. Okay, 2.3 I guess. Okay, I will not torture you anymore. 2.3 it is. So let me just set the color. Okay, let's copy it, cut it and paste it to this slide. Let's copy it and paste it so that we can do the title. So title is CEO and founder, and we can make it, I guess, 10 or even 9. Okay, so once again we have to play with the spacing. So let's try loose, and okay, I think it will be good enough with loose. Okay, so let's just cut it. Let's go to our slide, paste it over here, and of course set the color. I think it's the same color as the name of the CEO. So let's look at the finished result of the first slide. So this was the original slide, and this is what we did. So as you can see, you can create one of the best currently PowerPoint template slides on your own. All you have to know is what kind of font to use, and you have to pay attention to the spacing between the words, and the spacing between the lines themselves, and that's it. And for the picture, I showed you how you can create image placeholder and you can insert any picture that you want. So beautiful. Okay, so now let's go to the second slide. I think let's hope that things will get faster here. Hopefully. Okay, so now the first thing I want you to take a note of is that you see 4 pictures at the top. And as you can see, these 4 pictures have the same width, and they divide the whole width of the slide into equal 4 parts. So how can we divide our slides into 4 equal parts? So that's pretty easy. Well, first of all, let's just insert any rectangle. Actually, let's paste it onto this slide. So one way to do it is, of course, we can try to, Let me just set the transparency a little bit to 50 so that we can see what we do. So of course we can eyeball it and we can try to match it like it's in the original. So it's a good method. But another method, I would say mathematical method that you can use. Let's say we have any kind of rectangle. So we can divide the width into 4 and we will get the width of our rectangle. So first of all, let's just check out what is the width of our slide. So let's go to View, Slide Master. Slide Master. Slide Master, Slide Size. And we can see that the width of our slide is 33.867. Okay, so let me just copy this this number, and we can just paste it in the calculator, divide it by 4. We get this number. Let me just copy it, and this will be the width. So I'll just paste the width. Okay. And as you can see, the height is as well 3 equal parts. So let me just check once again what is the height of the Slide Master. So height was 19.5. Let me just copy this number. So let's just paste it, divided by 3, and this is the height of the rectangle that we need to use. Beautiful. So now we have a rectangle. Okay, let me just duplicate it so that you can see that it perfectly fits. Let me just change the colors. Yeah, so as you can see, we have 4 beautiful equal rectangles at the top. And and there should be 3 equal rectangles that go to the bottom. Beautiful. Okay, so now we don't need all of these rectangles. We just need actually one. So this was just for demonstration. So yes, let's just select this rectangle, hit Ctrl X to cut it. Go to View, Slide Master. Once again, let's go to this blank layout. Let's duplicate it. And here we will create another placeholder. So once again, let's choose a picture, drag. Actually, what we can do, we can just actually use the same dimensions from this rectangle. Okay, so the height was 6.35. So let's set it to 6.35. And the width was 8.47. 8.47. Okay, so now what we do, we just select this first image placeholder, put it at the left and top corner. Now we duplicate it and just fill the rest of the... let's actually delete these guys, we don't need them. And now we put 4 of them at the bottom. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So now that we have created the placeholder, so now just right click on it, or you can right click on the slide, choose this layout, and you've got your beautiful placeholder. So now what you have to do, just fill your placeholders with pictures that you want. So just click on this icon and choose any picture that you want. So I have some beautiful picture, for example this one. So I've downloaded these pictures from graphicstock.com. So yeah, you can find lots of stuff. So I think I found these on Nature Wildlife. Bunch of pictures. So, okay, let's fill the rest of the slides. And again, if you want to adjust any of these pictures, just select the picture and go to crop. And you can increase the size of the picture, you can increase the positioning of the picture, and leave it the way you want it to look. Okay, and click on crop again. So a few more pictures, this one. Yes, this one. And this one. Beautiful. Okay, so let's check out what we have. So this is what we have done, and this is what was in the original presentation. So 4 equal, oops, let me just check if they're really the same. Copy, let's paste it. Yes, they are identical, so everything is cool. Okay, so we are finished with the photos. Now let's quickly do these text boxes. So let's just copy some text that we have already done. Paste it over here. Let's set it to red color. Let's write the same text, so right here. Okay, so I think it looks good enough. So let me just duplicate it. Let's copy this text. Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste. Let's set the color to red. So let's write the same text. So it's title 1. And of course, if you want to speed up the YouTube video, because it's sometimes this is just a repetitive process. So if you just want to speed it up, feel free to speed it up. You can find the speed options in the somewhere at the bottom right corner of the YouTube video, so you can increase the speed so the video will go faster. Okay, so let's try 20, 22 little, maybe 22. Okay, what about 21? So 22 was good. So what was the spacing? Spacing was 3.4, so let's choose 3.2. Let's leave it at 3 points. Okay, so that's beautiful. And the last text was is this one. We don't need so much text. Let's make it red. And yes, let's try to write the same text. So I will not write the whole text, so to save some time. So just make sure that you center the text box, so the text is centered. Okay, so yes, we have to reduce the size, I see. And we have to increase the spacing, so I guess to loose is too much, so let's try to insert a manual number, for example 3. Whoops, 3 is too much. So I guess it will be somewhere 1.5. Okay, so this is good enough. So we can finish writing the type. Okay, so I think it's good enough. Okay, so now that we're finished with this text box, we can copy, cut everything, paste it to our slide. Okay, paste it over here. Beautiful. So these two text boxes, I think they were completely black. I mean, the text was completely black. And this text, I think it was some kind of gray color. This one. Okay, so now let's check what we have. So this was the original slide. This is what we did. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so now we can drag the mouse over all of these three text boxes, hit Ctrl G to group them, or we can just I think there was a shortcut somewhere around here, so or we can just right click on it and hit group. So now it's grouped, and we can just hit Ctrl D to duplicate it, and we can duplicate the same text. So I'll just change the numbers here. Let's make sure that everything is centered. Okay, so let's check it out. Beautiful, so now you have learned how to create the second slide in this beautiful and amazing PowerPoint template called Versus. I'll put a download link in the video description if you don't want to spend half an hour creating a few slides. So you can download the full presentation from graphicriver.com. Okay, but the challenge continues, and the next slide that we want to do is this slide. So as you can see, the process will be quite similar to this slide, because now we have three pictures at the top, and I can see already that at the top these three pictures are divided into three equal parts at the top, and the width of the whole slide is divided into two parts. So we will use some calculations, or maybe we will not need calculations at all. So let me just select a completely blank layout. So first of all, we can start right here. Let's go to Insert, go to Shapes, choose a rectangle. So I think first of all, let's just align our picture to the left and top. I think that it snaps to the guide. If you don't have a guide activated, just go to View and choose Guides. So it's really useful. So now it's really, half of the width of the whole slide, or half of the height of the whole slide. So it's cool. And for the width, we can once again go to Slide Master. Let me remember what was the width. So this was the width. Let me just copy it. Let's divide it into 3. Let's copy it. So this is the width, and yeah, so this is beautiful. Let me check that, so that it is really what we need. Okay, so now let's cut this rectangle. Let's go to Slide Master. So we have already created two layouts, so let's duplicate this blank layout once again and paste this our rectangle. And once again we can create a picture placeholder based on the dimensions, on the right dimensions that we need. So the height was 9.53, so insert it, okay, and the width was 11.925 centimeters. Beautiful. So let's align it to the left, align it to the top, and let's just duplicate a couple more times. Hooray, and we have done it. Okay, so now we just select the layout that we need and we can fill it with the pictures that we like. For example, let's choose these beautiful pictures with nature. Actually, as you can see, there's let me just get back. There's some white space between the image placeholders, so there should be no white space, as you can see. So let me just correct that. Let's get back to Slide Master. So the dimensions are correct, so just what we can do, we just can go to Align, go to Top, and choose it Align to the center. Duplicate once more, Align to Top, and Align to Right. Yes, and it should be perfect. Let's just delete everything, and let's just set the layout once again. Okay. Okay, now the second picture and the fourth picture. Beautiful. So now there's no gap between the pictures. Actually, let's change the second picture so that we can better see the contrast between the pictures. Yes, something like this. Okay, and now let's try to do these text boxes, our favorite part. I feel that doing the text part is really a little bit boring, but please stay with me because it's a challenge. We have to do it. So let's, yeah, as I said before, you can speed it up in the YouTube video options. You can speed it up this part so it goes faster for you. Okay, now let's actually I think everything is cool with our text box, so we just need to write some stuff, but yeah, we will need to adjust the spacing. So where's our spacing options? Here. So this is normal, this is loose, this is very loose. So this is very loose. I think we will need a little bit more, maybe 7. 7 is too much, so 6.5 I guess. And maybe let's try 6.7. Strange. Okay, let's leave it at 6. Strange, because the font size is correct, and so this is loose, this is very loose. Okay, let's leave it at 6.5. So, you know, this is not the end of the world, as if the spacing is a little bit off, but yeah. So let's paste it over here. Let's use the black color. Okay, so the next thing is let's do these bold letters, not bold letters, but this project names. Okay, so maybe 25 or even 27. Okay, let's do it 30. Okay. Project name. Okay, it should be bigger. 32, 33. Okay, 33, so we got lucky this time, so it was quite fast with this one. And okay, now we need to do this text, so we can copy this text box from our previous slide, and hopefully it will fit to this slide as well. So let me just set the font color to red and see what we have. Well, I think the text fits really well. Let's just substantially. Funny that the last line does not fit, but okay, it will be good enough. Okay, so let's zoom out and paste this text box here as well. So let's set the color to gray. Okay, so we are getting at the end of the third slide. So let's just group everything, hit group, and let's just duplicate it a couple of times. Okay, so what was yeah, so I guess I need to adjust okay, so that was funny that I forgot one space. Okay, so actually you can see that in the original presentation they made a mistake here. You see the C letter is missing, UN right here. Okay, and this is what we did, so I think it's really close to the original presentation. Okay, and now let's go to our last fourth slide. Okay, and it will have some icons as well. So of course, let's insert a blank new slide, choose blank layout, and here we will need to create placeholders for our team members. So yeah, this time we can eyeball it. So go to insert, shapes, choose a rectangle, draw a rectangle on top of the image. Okay. Actually, what we can do, we can copy this picture, go to slide master, let's duplicate this blank layout, paste this picture, and let's actually cut this rectangle, go to slide master, directly, let's, yeah, we can actually insert a picture placeholder right away, I think, to save some time. Beautiful. Okay, now let's just duplicate it. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, we can delete this image. We don't need it anymore. And yes, let's go to our blank slide. Let's choose this layout that we just have created. And let's fill all of these 5 member picture placeholders with some members. Let's go to desktop and let's choose some people. We will adjust the pictures so that they look the way they should look. Okay, so this one, yes, let's hit on crop. Let's increase the size of it. Let's leave it like this. This one again, let's increase the size a little bit. Move it at the center. Okay. Okay, we can increase the size a little bit more. Here as well. Okay, so yeah. So here are the beautiful team members of our slides. So as you can see, these photos, they have like a larger proportion of the body with the legs and the head, and we have photos that are more focused on the faces. So yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so let's start with the text boxes. So as always, you can speed it up because it's I guess not the most fun part, but hey, it's a challenge. We have to do it. Okay, so I think we can copy this text box and we can use it. Whoops. So I think it's, let me zoom in. So I think everything is cool with this, well, almost cool. Yes, very loose is, yeah, good enough. Let's cut it. Let's paste it here, set it to black. Okay, now let's copy this text box and let's do meet our team. Let's see if it fits. Oh, it actually fits quite nicely. So it will be good. Okay, now we have names and some text box. Okay, so I think let's copy this text box. Let's reduce the size. John Doe. Set it to red color, and I think we need Montserrat light. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, let's do the second text box straight away. A company. A company is an so I see that we will need to make it I guess normal. No, loose, but not so loose. Of course, reduce the size. I guess it's not light, it's usual Montserrat. Reduce the size to 8, I guess. No, 9. Okay, and we have to do I guess a 2.5 or something. Maybe even 2. Okay, let's try 1. Okay, let's try. Guess I forgot to center it, so let's try 1.5. Okay, let's just leave it at. Let's just leave it at 1. Strange, why is it not? Should be good enough. I mean, should be good. 1.5. Let's try 1.5. Okay, now we got it. So yeah, the problem is I forgot to center the text box, so now it looks good. So let me just cut both of these two guys and let's paste them over here. Let's check what was the color. So for the, well, of course, John is the name of the male, not female. So yeah, this is so yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. But let's leave it like this. And so this was gray color. Okay, so let's see what we have. Okay, so almost identical. So now the rest, okay, now we have this bubble as well. Let's copy it and let's paste it over here. So it was 38. So let's write 38 here as well. Whoops, does not fit. Looks like this. So one way to fit text inside of a shape, we can reduce the margins of the text box to 0, and sometimes it helps. Okay. Okay, so now we're left with these icons. So yeah, icons is a hot topic as always. So let's go to flaticon.com. Yeah, I just misspelled. Okay, let's find a social icon. So what do we need? We need a Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So to save time, because this tutorial, I guess, is the longest tutorial I have made in the history of making tutorials. So we will just find, for example, Twitter. So okay, let's just type in Twitter. So it was it was something like this. Oops, so I guess this one is I guess everything is okay. So yeah, before in my previous tutorials I recommended using EPS. Now let's try using SVG. Okay, let's just hit download, free download. So I credit the author. Okay, let's show it in folder. Let's open up our presentation. Let's just drag it and drop it right here. Boom! And we have our logo. Okay, so yeah, with the SVG we should be able to change the color of the picture, of the icon. If we want to change the color of the icon, we can even add the outline if we want. So let me make it more, the width, bigger width, so you can see that you can manipulate the outline, you can manipulate the fill if you need. But in this case, our icon is completely black, so we don't have to do that much. Let's just make sure that it looks similar. I mean, it's the same size. Whooped. Okay, almost. As always, almost. So, okay, let's just make sure that both of these three guys are aligned to the top and they have equal spaces horizontally. Let's cut them. Go to our slide. Our slide is here. Zoom out. Space them right here. Graphic fill black. Beautiful. So yeah, let me just group all of these guys and duplicate them. And let me just use the same name, so we just save some time. Okay, so let's make sure that these two guys are in the center. Actually, I can just align this one to the center of the slide. Okay. Beautiful. So as you can see that my team members only love Twitter, no Facebook, no LinkedIn. Each of them has 3 accounts of Twitter, so how cool is that? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so yeah, this went out to be a really long tutorial, but I think if you watch the whole tutorial, you really learned a thing or two. And just once again, you see that you can on your own do the best PowerPoint tutorial, best PowerPoint slides in the world if you really want. And of course, if you want to save some time, if you want to save 1 hour of just doing 4 slides that we did just right now, you can of course download this beautiful presentation straight from graphicriver.com. So this is called Versus Minimal PowerPoint Template by Lewis 12 Designs. So yeah, they did a wonderful job. I really enjoyed their minimalistic design, and they've got bunch of photos, slides. So yeah, if you want to save some time, just come here and buy their PowerPoint template. But the purpose of this tutorial was to show how you can actually do it and how everything works in reality, you know, if you're really was interested to know the exact techniques. Okay, so enough talking. Thank you for watching this long, amazing challenge. And yeah, thank you once again, and see you on my next video. Goodbye.